Hello, everybody. Welcome to another daily dose of news and everything related to that regarding gaming. And let's get started. So, we got some rumors and leaks, kind of, regarding the RX7000 series. So, 7800, 7700, 7600. um, and they seem to have, they don't have here like a comparison here. This is from Red Tech Gaming, I think, that made a video about it. Supposedly, the 7800 XT should be a little bit slower, according to that, slightly slower than the 4070 Ti. And the 7700X, I think it's round about the same performance as the 6950X, if not mistaken. Um, I'm not sure if I read this and it's around that performance-wise. The boards itself, the GPUs themselves is around 280 watts for the 7800, and for the 7700 XT should be around 225, give or take. Um, I'm not finding here. I know I read that. But yeah, the 7700 XT should be around the same performance as the 6950, so it's the top performing card. Regarding prices, there is no prices or even launch date. It's only like performance-wise what they are trying to achieve at the moment. Oh, there it is. The performance specs here: 6800 XT. Sorry, I forgot. The 78 XT, it should be around 6950X. A little bit slower than the 4070 Ti. Sorry about that, my mistake. But yeah, should be my only concern is pricing. Of course, every product is good, depending on the pricing. We'll see how it goes. There is some Steam things, the Steam thing for the market share of the GPUs. Supposedly, the NVIDIA is gaining up a lot more with the 40 series, and there is the 79 XTX that even not shows there, but it's how can I put it? It depends, because usually still AMD in terms of production wise of GPUs, they produce less GPUs, even though people can prefer the NVIDIA over the AMD. The AMD still produces less overall volume of GPUs in counterpart with the NVIDIA. NVIDIA just floods the market to a certain point with more GPUs in terms of volume per tier. So that's, if you see something like that, it mainly has to do about it. And usually they say that the RTX is selling a lot more than AMD. Same thing happens. Usually they take it apart from official listings. Usually it's from a German vendor, because they publicize publicly everything that they sell. I think it's how they do things. So people take a little bit of the sample there and try to make it that is like sometimes overall market. I'm not sure. Nobody knows for sure. Only Nvidia and AMD knows exactly what they are doing, because usually they don't put like exact figures and everything. But yeah, these ones are the equivalent, of course, of the 6800 and the 6700 XTs. The 76 XT should be the and the non-XT should be the main line of the bulk cells for AMD, because they are the usually tend to be more competitive for the price, and usually it's aimed more for 1080p gaming. We will see how it goes when they come out and see the reviews. I will let you know. But yeah, for hardware, this is it. I was about to tell you about this from the day before. They had like the thing that they supposedly had to delay it because of a trademark dispute, but then they came out and said they would delay regardless of that trademark dispute. But in the meantime, they delayed the game. I'm not sure until when. I think it's more for the end of the year. I'm not sure, but they delayed the game. But in the meantime, they put a 10-minute gameplay. It's interesting. This is, for all intents and purposes, an open world MMO survival shooter, and I think they are trying to reach like a blend between the Division and then in terms of stealth mechanics and how you go about crafting with The Last of Us style. It's powered by Unreal Engine 5. The video itself seems pretty good. The world is a little bit empty, I think, but because it's a multiplayer, I suppose if you're playing a showcase in single player, the game seems more empty. It seems very interesting regarding graphic wise and everything, but I'm not sure. I always dream of a good MMO like shooter loot or something like that, post-apocalyptic stuff that can bring me into the loop without grinding the same way that the Division does. You just do missions to search for the epic. It's like all shooters basically now in nowadays, like Destinies and everything. It's a grind fest. I don't like. I prefer to grind on the difficulty like Dark Souls, Elden Ring. I prefer that kind of grinding of than just zombie like just playing the game. I don't like that much. Unless they have like interesting mechanics similar to like Vampire Survivors. You're trying to unlock everything and experiment, so you're doing the same levels over and over, but at least you're trying to get out of it something out. You have a specific goal, not just do the thing because you have to do the thing. But yeah, enough of this. Armored Core, there was an interview in Tokyo Game Fest, I think it's called, and no gameplay footage, no video at all, just an interview with the producer. And the key main points: it's going to be tough. It's going to be very grounded as other Armored Cores, which is basically the how you specialize your mech, how you're going to interchange things here and there, the stat stuff and everything. But he made a interesting point regarding like boss battles. He mentioned specifically, at least from the translation itself, it seems to be that you have to be very attentive and pay attention to the movements to try to catch a weak point, which is interesting. I don't know until which point is like so fast paced as previous games. I don't know. Only when we see game footage of gameplay we have a better idea, because we only have the trailer to show off. Even though they again mentioned that in the trailer itself you have like very interesting cues and clues that you can search for to try to speculate a little bit. But yeah, I think this is it for Armored Core, the news that we have for now. No release dates, no when we will see something online or something like that, so we are still a little bit in the dark, but as soon as we have something I will let you know. In meantime, there has been GI Game Informer released like a game dev clip from Resident Evil 4 Remake. It's like 12 minutes, and it's got a lot of quick cuts because it's not continuous gameplay footage. It's like segments of this chapter, the chapter 5 of the gameplay. It's good. It's a remake. The core game is still there. Very interesting in some things. I don't know if it was in the original game, like the way you go about it, like takedowns and everything. The way that, for example, you can try to shoot for a headshot, then you go and try to stun them, and then stabby on the head to finish off. I think it's a mechanic to save ammo. I'm not sure how it's going to be that influential on the game itself, but it's a very interesting one. So you have a better idea how the graphics wise and how the gameplay mechanics, the side quests, they have a little bit there, here and there, a little bit like almost like The Witcher. We have like posters hanging on some walls with some side quests that you can do and side activities more. What you can do and then get some rewards for it to spend on the merchant. And lastly, we have The Last of Us Part 1 for PC is delayed to March 26th. So almost a month. It's in the same month, so instead of the early in the month, it's going to be by the end of the month. Supposedly it's for polishing. They have here their own post that they made on Twitter, Instagram, or all their social media. Regardless, I didn't catch up with it on the series, and I will not catch up in the series. I watched like one or two videos of reactions, and all these kind of adaptations, they try to adapt this or to modern audiences with they changed a lot of stuff from the story wise. They don't leave any mystery. They try to explain everything like we are dumb. They try not to leave room to wonder a little bit of the past or what the intentions of the characters are. There is nothing. They try to, from what I understood, they try to make everything for dumb people. They have to explain everything. And then for the modern audiences, they try to play it out all. It's regardless. I like the first game. It's what I like. I played the first game. I like the story, how it's set up. I hope this PC port doesn't change anything regarding story wise and the beats of the story. If it does, I will for sure not buy it, because it's one of my favorite games of all time. The first game as it came out. Let's say it that way. And I'll wrap up here with a gaming deal. Dying Light 2 Stay Human. I think they are in the first anniversary of the game, I think. Yeah, it's for last year. Yeah, 1 year anniversary. They are 50% off on almost everything. The Ultimate Edition is 40% off, around $70, give or take. So it's always a good time to buy this game. Because they have put more content and everything, and for sure it plays very well. And I will wrap up this video for today with my GoGetFundMe for me to upgrade my PC to deliver better and more content to my private clients, and start doing some video stuff and improve my image quality things here. And of course, in my free spare time, I will continue doing my daily games, trying to get some scripted content to go in deep dives in some stuff that I like to talk, and of course continue my gameplay series. And with all that said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you in the next one. Till then, Kunamy Master out.